What's up? Stealth Rogue here. Got a package in the mail from lockpicktools.com or Hardcase Survival or Southern Specialties. Yes, I've already opened the package just to kind of save time. So for starters, I'm going to save the best for last. Get this out of the way. For starters, I ordered some extra hooks, and I opted to get them without the laminated handle because my very first set of, well, professional picks, I should say, were from Sparrows, and it was the EOD set, and they were just very bare bones picks, just like these. So I decided to opt for just these real plain, non-sandwiched handled hooks, and I got 5 of them, I believe. Did I get 5? Yeah, I got 5. I got 5 of them in the standard, believe 25 thousandths thickness. I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyways, hold on, I got the packaging slip somewhere. They classify them as pick style number 8. Anyways, and then I got 5 of the Euro Slims. You can tell they have a slimmer profile here than right here on the standard hooks. And the Euro Slims kind of keep their width all the way down, whereas standard hooks go from a really thick neck all the way to pretty decent thickness down at the end. The cool thing is, though, I decided to try something out. I just wanted to see if it would work or not, but I had Aaron go ahead and Aaron from Southern Specialties go ahead and try to put my logo on here. It doesn't look too bad. This is nothing that Aaron did. It's the scaling issue with my logo. There's just a lot going on with the logo itself, and it doesn't scale down very well. So I might try another concept because I personally like engraved handles on my picks. I think it just looks really good. It makes it unique and kind of my own. But yeah, no, he didn't do a terrible job. He did not do a bad job at all. He did a very, very good job. It's just a problem with my logo size and the amount of detail that has to go into it. So anyways, Aaron, great job. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time, because yes, this does actually take quite a bit of time. I think he said it was like 4 minutes per. But it does take some time to do this, but I appreciate him taking the time to, entertain my idea on it. Next one, they went ahead and threw in another sticker for me. The next one is this awesome beginner's guide. Well, I call it a beginner's guide. It's classified as a beginner's kit. It does go into the breakdown of, how the pins interact with the shear line, how the driver pins interact with the key pins, so on and so forth, and how the pick interacts with the pins themselves along with the tensioner. Along with that, it comes with this neat little beginner's set, which I actually think this is a fantastic beginner set due to the fact that it gives a couple different profile examples. Go ahead and open it real quick. But Stealth, why did you get a beginner's guide? Don't you already know how to pick locks? No, I have to retrain myself. No, I'm just kidding. I actually got it for a friend of mine. But the beginner's kit comes with a half diamond, a ball pick, a short standard hook, and a worm rake, along with a, I call this a bottom of the keyway tensioner. Just, it can be used for top of the keyway, but it's, you know, really best suited for bottom of the keyway, and it's in a medium thickness, not a, so it'll work on pretty much most locks. Also has the twist in the handle for ergonomics, so sitting like this, instead of hitting on the edge of it and kind of pushing your tensioner one way or the other, it's nice and flattened out to give you that nice little down pressure that you need without pushing it off to one way or another. Go ahead and put these back in here. Alrighty. Go ahead and, yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at this real quick, just because I'm kind of curious to see what's in it. And this is Hard Case Survival, or Southern Specialty. They're pretty much the same company, just one specializes more in EDC, the other one is more of lockpick tools and handcuffs and stuff. Hard Case also specializes in like survival stuff as well. Really cool company, you ought to check them out. Let's see, so we got introduction, practice lock picking, you'll need the tools, supplies, nice little breakdown of certain examples of picks, even going into the Pagoda picks, which I do have somewhere. Oh, they're in my other kit, which is in my gear bag. Yeah, goes in lock picking and pin tunnel lock. Oops, sorry about that. Kind of the ins and outs of it. Almost a step-by-step guide. Other lock types, you can use different jigglers to bypass warding. Even goes into snap gun, goes into tubular locks. Going into the 700 and 1100 American lock padlocks using the bypass method. So bypassing pin picking altogether and just going straight for the shackle open. Nice. This one's interesting. These are shims, handcuff shims basically, kind of like this one right here. This is just a handcuff shim, real thin piece of metal, and it's saying use it, jiggle it back and forth to set the pins. That's kind of cool. May also probably be used as a bypass too, for like a stabbing bypass. This one is a plug spinner. I've never used one, so I can't exactly explain how it works. I understand kind of the concept behind it. So yeah, that's a really cool beginner guide. I kind of like that one. Again, this is going to a friend of mine. So the one thing I love about ordering stuff from Southern Specialties, and Jeff and Aaron are always great people in you know, throwing out some prototypes, some stuff to try, you know, one or two extras lying around just to kind of keep the relationship flowing and, you know, building that rapport with their customers, which I think is an amazing idea. So they usually end up, you know, getting some different prototype things or different concept designs or what have you. I have not seen these Z-bar turners from them. I like the design of them. It's got the little notch down here for the bottom of the keyway. They're color coded based off the thickness. So you have a 32,000s, or sorry, 32,000s, 40,000s, and 50,000s, I'm assuming. That's pretty much the standard for turners. Got some jigglers here for wafers and probably auto as well, I'm sure. This one looks like it'd be an auto jiggler. This one might be as well. This one's kind of more of a Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that one's for. And I'm not even gonna try to guess, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and nobody likes to be wrong. Anyways, got a nice little 4-peak comb here for, I'm assuming, master lock bypasses. I have a few. Come on. I have a few combs of different styles. I have not figured out how to use them yet. It's just not something I mastered. I'm more of a single pin pick guy. Not a fan of braking, not really a fan of any bypasses such as that. I like to do the old-fashioned single pin pick. This turn is kind of cool. I know it's a little hard to see. My camera is not focusing right now. This has a gnarled texture to it on both sides. Fantastic for grip. I like that. Great design concept. I'm pretty sure that takes a lot of time to do, and I would hate to sit there all day to make 1,000 of these, but it does provide grip. It's got some decent flex to it, and I think it's got the notches in there for holding onto the keyway. Right there, it's got a little notched section there to grip. I like that. I like that a lot. I have no idea what this rake is called. Not even gonna try to guess it. That's kind of cool. Got a very deep hook there. I love these ones for handcuff bypasses. I've destroyed a few of them, so I'm actually glad to have another one back. Got your standard 4-peak wave rake. Another standard 4-peak wave rake. So the difference between these two is this one is the bare bones, no lamination, whereas this one has the laminated handle. You can tell by the tack welds there, and it's sandwiched in between two pieces. So really great for pickers that don't mind having a thin profile versus one who needs a little bit more beef to have a little more comfort. Probably smaller hands would be better for these. I know there's a lot of people that like the laminated handles. It's just a lot of bulk for me. Makes them a little bit heavier too, but they're still sturdy. Got Aaron and Jeff, you're gonna have to forgive me. I have no idea what that is called. I don't know what that design is. Kind of liking it actually. Who was it that issued that challenge that they wanted us to rake a lock? Or no, they wanted us to single pin pick a lock with a rake. Well, here's the tool for that. It acts as a rake, but you can also single pin pick because it's got that nice hook down at the end. He sent me 2 of those. I will have to check them out and see whether or not I like or dislike them. Again, another interesting rake. I'm not entirely sure what this one is going to be for, but it's definitely interesting to understand the concept. Now, without the rest of that on there, that is very similar to a rake that I had in another set. I've never quite figured out how to use it, but it works for some reason. But that's a very interesting, unique design. I'll have to give it a go. And of course, we got a standard city rake here. Again, in the thin profile, non-laminated, that I really enjoy. So these were all the wonderful extras that I got from Jeff and Aaron. Thank you so much for everything you guys do and all the design and hard work that you guys put into it. Now to the star of this wonderful order, and I took it off camera as fast as I could because I don't want any hints or previews to it. this was one of the biggest things I was excited about. One, because I'm getting bored with padlocks. Two, I don't have enough cylinder locks. Three, me personally, I can't readily go to Home Depot or Lowe's here in the town that I live in and pick up a Yale lock. For some reason, Yale is not a thing here. So I was wonderfully surprised to see that they had it listed on their website. They actually had it in stock. So I ended up picking up a Yale Keyway cylinder lock. But this one is special because, like most requests, he put my logo on it. Oh man, I'm so stoked about this one. It looks so amazing. This is something I've wanted to do for a minute, ever since I put my sticker on. Yes, okay. That's a sticker on a padlock. No, the padlock does not come with that sticker on it. I put that there. It's been the star of most of my videos since I've done it. I've kept it going. Now, I actually have a lock with it on it. That's amazing. Aaron does amazing work when it comes to the laser engraving. Never damages around it. It's always isolated to the one spot that he wants it to. And the logo has enough detail to show up really, really well, especially on this brushed finish. But yeah, no, this is the one I was most excited about. I can't wait to pick it open. Hopefully it presents a little bit of a challenge, but not so much that I get frustrated with it and it just goes in my pile of frustrations. I got a few of those, especially this Bergwachter over here. That Bergwachter I have not been able to bypass yet. It's still sitting there, and I will one of these days get it. One thing I did forget to order was a dual turner. I forgot to add that to my cart. Anyways, yeah, so this was a fantastic box. Really excited about the hooks to replace my EDC set, or EOD set, sorry. Yeah, they make really great quality picks. For the volume that they pump these out at, I mean, I've not had any of my picks break. I've had a few bend, but that's because I am too heavy-handed at times and get frustrated and just push them beyond their limits of what they're designed for. So hopefully I can kind of dial it back with these nice Euro hooks, and this will teach me to be a little bit more light-handed. But that being said, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Aaron. I really appreciate everything you guys do. Fantastic design, fantastic workmanship, and they always ship their items in a very, very timely manner. I have actually been to their shop. I have seen their shop. I've toured it, and it's an amazing setup, guys. So again, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Aaron. I really greatly appreciate it. Everyone else, thank you for watching. If you can, like the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.